Ah, Sia, all the way from Australia with the Snowman. It's one of the new songs I like from the new kind of
the new
Christmas,
kind of Christmas songs.
new kind of Christmas songs. This one I like, I must say. So, so yeah. But now we have a special guest. We have in the studio Haike and Kim, and you're from Warchild, right?
I am.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome. Good to have you. And also,
Thank you.
Kim, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Yes.
You have to talk a little bit closer to the mic.
Closer
Kim.
to the
You can-
mic
you
like
just-
this?
You can pull it towards you.
Pull it toward
Yeah, so you don't have to
All
like
right.
stretch your back.
radio show etiquette.
Exactly.
I'm learning.
It's we're learning an organization, right, Microsoft? That's what we
Learn
always say.
it all. That's what
learn
I
it
am.
all, learn it all. So, but Haike, tell us, Warchild. I think people know the name. I think it's we saw it. I think when did it start? By the way, Warchild. Do you know that?
1995.
1995.
So 30 years ago this year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what was the reason why it got started?
Yeah, that's interesting. So our founder is a Dutch woman called Willemijn Verloop.
Okay.
And she went during the Balkan Wars in 1995. She went to Bosnia and Herzegovina. And actually there she saw in basements there during the war, she saw a sort of music therapy with children. So actually quite with the theme of the show. And there she actually saw what the impact was of that music therapy on children. So next to the sort of the bed, bread and bath actually. So what other humanitarian organizations do. She thought there was a fourth B, the brain. Which is really important to sort of make children feel like they're actually a child again instead of a victim of war. So that's what she brought back to the Netherlands, and that's why she started Warchild.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. And now 30 years later, you
30
would
years
have
later.
hoped that it wasn't necessary anymore to have this discussion, or
Exactly.
or having you here. It's always
Yeah.
fun to have you here, by the way.
Yeah,
But not
thank
that
you.
you
Thank
have
you for
that,
having me.
that discussion. But so now what's the main focus of Warchild currently? If you
Yeah,
look
so
over
we're
it.
actually focusing on 3 different sort of pillars. The first one is mental health and psychosocial support. Second one is education. And the third one is safe spaces and child safety, actually. So what we're trying to do is create safe spaces in different areas of war and armed conflict. And there try to create our programs and have our programs in those safe spaces so that children can actually thrive and grow.
So would it actually mean that you're with the team of Warchild is directly going to, for example, Ukraine? Or is it that you have local people there?
So we have a combination. We are based in 19 different countries, sort of split between fundraising countries and program countries.
Yeah.
So yes, we do have in a couple of countries, we do have our own offices. But what we do actually more and more is our scaling program, our scaling sort of strategy is to collaborate even more with local organizations, because we feel that those organizations know the language, know the culture, know what actually works. But we have a research and development team here in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, in the Amsterdam office, who is working day in, day out to try and to evaluate and test our programs to see if it's actually really effective. And that's what we bring to those countries to implement.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's a super cool office. I went to visit
it
a
was
couple of
really
weeks ago, and even though you guys are doing hard work, you're doing hard work, or you're doing hard work, you're having fun while you're doing it.
We
And you're
do.
using Microsoft products.
Really?
We do.
Oh,
Yes.
how cool is that?
Yeah.
Because indeed, Kim, you actually brought Haike here to the office.
I did.
How did you get in contact?
So we first quickly met at Septimius Awards, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So we were
right.
at an award show that is a global diversity. It's a award show here in the Netherlands that brings together people literally from all over the world. Instead of just focusing on one particular area or one particular country, it brings people from all over the world to celebrate arts and movies and series, much like the Oscars, but more global. So we first met there. And then recently I put on an event here called This is Leadership. And Haike was there for that as well. So we met each other again. And then she contacted me and said, hey, remember we met at This is Leadership? I want to ask you something. Can Microsoft, help us out with this initiative that we have? And I'm always about helping right? Especially if we can use a
Yes.
Microsoft
We see it
platform
all
to do
over,
so,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And and then we got together, had a coffee about it. She was telling me more about Warchild because I think I may have been the only person in the Netherlands that had never heard of Warchild until I met Haike. And then she told me more about it. And to me, it's such an important initiative because kids should be able to be kids. I was able to be a child. I had all this privilege. And I think if we can take our privilege and then push that out into the world and make the world a better place, and help these kids really have something other than the trauma in their lives, yeah, it's totally worth it. And so that's what I want to see. And I know how good my Microsoft colleagues are, how kind, how giving, how funny, and how fun, but also how generous we can be. And this is the month of giving. So I asked
Yes.
Sharon, could we bring Haike to talk about it?
Of course, I said
And
no
here
at
we
first.
are.
But, no, just kidding.
Yeah, and so Kim, you actually mentioned it. So now a lot of Microsofties are listening or listening back.
Yeah.
What is it that you would like to bring to them? What is it that you would like to say to them?
Keep it simple. Warchild is on the Benevity site, and it's been there for a while because I think we've had that's something else I learned when I visited the office, that we've had a relationship. Microsoft Netherlands has had a relationship with Warchild since 2011. So this is only just reviving what we've already established decades ago. So help us revive this relationship and partnership even more, Microsoft colleagues. Go to aka.ms Benevity, type in Warchild, and give.
Yeah, we also got a URL here. It's on screen. It's aka.ms/Warchild, and you can go to the site. You come to the same site. So we just made it a little bit, or Eric made it a little bit more easier.
Thank you, Eric. Where is
so-
Oh, that's not Eric. That's Eric.
Now everybody looks like Eric. Common make mistake.
And Haike, I'm curious. So, what is it that the current programs that you're running? Where is the help there needed, and what is it that you're currently doing?
Well, actually, it's thank you, Kim, for shouting out the Benevity platform, because I think this is a really nice opportunity we have right now in terms of our programs. So what we're trying to do now till the end of the year, so actually this last month, is creating 30 safe spaces in different countries where we work. And one safe space costs 50,000 euros. So yeah, we're already, I think, on 24 safe spaces. So we're really good on track, I would say. But this is something that Microsoft really can help us with, and all our other organizations. I'm a corporate partnership manager at Warchild. So I see day to day what organizations can do and what corporates can do, the impact they have, the impact you have as you might think I'm just by myself on a Benevity platform. What can I do? But you all together can do a lot, trust me. So that's just, I think, a sort of a great goal for us. If we can create one safe space, at least with all the Microsoft colleagues on the Benevity platform, and then Microsoft is also kind to sort of match that amount, so then we can actually create two safe spaces, and that is amazing. That works really well for us. There we can then implement our programs. So that's really important.
Really cool, really cool.
And can I talk about impact really
Of
quick?
course,
Jeroen?
go ahead. You have all the time in the world.
Yeah,
so
one of the big things.
You're doing better than Eric. So that's,
one of the big things that I learned is that even though we're trying to, obviously, Warchild is here to try to help people and hoping that we have less war in the world.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we keep having more war in the world, which means that more young people and children are impacted. And I learned that you told me this year it went up from maybe 400.
It went up from 473 million children to 520 million children.
That's a lot.
All over the world.
Massive.
Yeah, so that's
Massive.
I get goosebumps every time I mention this. It's a crazy statistic, and that's actually what you also mentioned before. Is it's more needed than ever. Your support and your help. Also, since a lot of funds and budgets cut from the US and from other big countries. So corporates and your help is more needed than ever. So thank you again for having me today.
Yes, and you can also volunteer.
Yeah.
So
tell us.
give and volunteer, right? So there are
How's that?
opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the thing is with our organization, it's a little sort of hard. We don't have, you cannot paint a wall or whatever, fill a box with stuff. Since we're mainly focused on the program countries that we're in. But what you can do is as a Microsoft organization is, well, your pro bono support and your sort of your expertise and your knowledge, and use that for us.
Yes.
So definitely, we'll stay in touch on that as well. If there's anything
if you want
can
to
do
use
as
your
an
volunteer
organization.
days for that, that's absolutely a good idea to do that.
And even beyond. So I think that's also good for people to know. If you're already out of your volunteers days, you can still volunteer, of course, but then also match your hours that are volunteered for 20 euros per hour.
Really? How does that work?
So if you already completed your whole volunteer days, you just register amount of hours that you still use for that charity.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft matches each hour with 20 euros.
Oh.
And you do it on the Benevity platform as
Exactly.
well.
Also.
Yeah. So aka.ms/warchild. And there's, I think, all the information need for volunteering, for donating.
How cool is that? What can we not do? Right?
It's December.
So
it's
you
time to
learned
give.
something too today.
Again, learning organization, right? So, and Eric has something to say. Yeah.
Yeah, can I add to that? Because there's a Giving Tree initiative,
Yeah.
and even the donations to the Giving Tree, you can register. So if you did a donation on the Giving Tree, so you had a bubble taken out of, and you have given a gift on the Benevity platform. So if you go to aka.ms/warchild, you can say like that it's a Giving Tree. You fill in that 20 euros, and then you can request a donation made to Warchild for that 20 euros. So Microsoft will match it only. We'll probably use
there's
this
so much
hours,
opportunity to do it. If you're not
yeah.
doing it now, I don't know what you cannot do. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Thank you, Eric.
Eric.
That was a very interesting
so much.
Valuable contribution
Yeah.
this time. Thank you.
This time.
Yeah, you're leaving the company, and now you're bringing in this.
You can
Should
work
have
in
known this
Warchild.
earlier.
Is it now because your
Something.
manager is here? Is that basically why you're doing this, and you want to show I can do something? Okay, no, perfect. Just want to know. But one last thing. What do you wish for?
Yeah, I have a wish. Hopefully, will ever be reality, but that no child is part of war ever again. But unfortunately, I think that is for this year maybe a little bit too much of an ask. So that's why I'm just wishing for that we can realize those 30 safe spaces.
And can
Hopefully,
I-
with your support.
Yeah.
And what I wish for is, because I did speak to Ben Rolling, call out to Ben Rolling, who is our partner lead here at Microsoft Netherlands, but also the giving lead on our senior leadership team. And I spoke to him last Thursday. That's what I was going to tell you earlier, to say, hey, my wish is for Microsoft to give an even larger donation from the Microsoft Netherlands, pot of gold that we might have.
Where's the
Somewhere.
rainbow? Where's the rainbow?
So if that's possible, do it. But if not, individual contributions and generosity also works. Right?
Means a lot. Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Kim.
We're going to play a song. I think this is an appropriate song. It's Happy Xmas, War is Over, John Lennon and Yoko. Oh no, if it starts. Yeah, it should start. Come on, do something.
So this is
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thank you.
what have you done? Another year over, and you won't just begun.